In a world where a brother has been bullied all his life by his two mean sisters, who constantly mock him and call him weak, life can feel unbearable. He can't stand up to them or fight back, so he vents his frustration, muttering outside a random dressing room, "I hate those sisters. I can't believe Mom made me live with them again. They make my life a living hell, constantly calling me weak and useless." As he's muttering to himself, a beautiful girl with a confident demeanor and striking appearance suddenly opens the curtain of the dressing room. She's wearing an outfit that leaves little to the imagination, and he can't help but look down, flustered. "I heard everything," she says with a smirk. He quickly apologizes. "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you," but his eyes can't help but wander. She notices but doesn't seem bothered. "Don't worry about it," she says with a mischievous smile. "Why don't you come inside for a moment?" Surprised by the invitation, he hesitates but follows her, thinking he might be about to get lucky with this mysterious beauty. But it turns out she has a different offer in mind. "I heard you want to get back at those sisters of yours," she says, her tone serious now. He nods, explaining how he wishes they'd just stop tormenting him. He continues, "If only they'd stop being my tutors, then I wouldn't have to deal with them." She listens, then smiles and holds out two chokers. "These aren't just jewelry," she explains. "They're hypnosis devices. Once attached, the wearer will obey your commands without question. They'll do whatever you want." He hesitates, thinking it sounds like a scam. But she insists, "Teach those sisters of yours a lesson. It's your chance to make them pay for all the suffering they've caused you." He considers the idea and, though doubtful, takes the devices. "There's no way these actually work, right?" he thinks to himself as he leaves the dressing room. Later, during a tutoring session with one of his sisters, he watches her act snobbishly, ignoring him completely and complaining about random things. Frustrated by her constant noise, he contemplates trying the hypnosis choker. As she insults him again, he lets the choker slip out of his hand, catching her attention. "Why do you have something like this?" she sneers. "No way you'd have a girlfriend." She decides to try on the choker, admiring herself in the mirror, and he takes the opportunity to lock it in place with a remote control. "You won't be able to take that off now," he says, smirking. She scoffs. "What are you talking about? This is creepy." But when she tries to remove it, her arms freeze in place. Shocked, she realizes she's stuck. He chuckles. "If you try to oppose me, the device will cause pain." As she attempts to resist, the choker emits a glow, and she feels a sharp, uncomfortable sensation, finally stopping her struggle. Realizing he now has control, he smirks, feeling a surge of confidence for the first time. He decides to experiment with the situation, making sure to fully explore and enjoy the experience. He takes his time looking at and touching the melons in front of him, considering every detail to ensure he gets the most out of it. Eventually, he tries a different approach, using a new tool, a rod, to further enhance the moment, using the melons to assist. As things unfold, he releases holy milk, causing a reaction from her, which causes her to flinch. However, the influence of a hypnotic device ensures she is unable to refuse what is happening. The story eventually leads to him having a tutoring lesson with his other, big, hot melon sister, as he tries to make her wear the choker device as well. However, when he tries the same tactic as before, dropping the jewelry on the floor, he expects her to pick it up, but she completely ignores it, which annoys him. He thinks, "God damn it, the plan failed. She didn't even bat an eye toward it. What the hell am I meant to do now?" Frustrated and annoyed, he comes up with Plan B. He decides to go to Sister Number 2's workplace, the one where he has already planted the hypnotic device, to try and assist him. As she walks in and he calls for her with a drink, he stuns her when she notices who it is. He says, "Hello." She yells, "What the hell are you doing here? Can't you at least give me some peace and quiet at my workplace? Why are you following me here?" He responds, "Well, I need your help. Help me put this choker on your sister." She yells out, "No, absolutely not. I will not get my sister involved in this terrible and horrific situation. You can ask someone else. I will not oblige and will not help whatsoever." As we see, the device begins to glow and causes her some discomfort due to her refusing his will. Eventually, he calls her over to him, saying, "Well then, if you're going to refuse, you can go ahead and assist me." He then shows her the toy rod again, telling her to make good use of that cheeky mouth of hers. She obviously obliges due to the device and has to help him out once more. Eventually, he gets bored of this since he did it last time, so he decides to experiment using the rod within the confines of her dungeons. He uses one of them for a little while before getting a fun idea. He takes a microphone, since she works in a singer and karaoke bar, and turns it on. He then takes the microphone and uses it to explore the other parts of the second dungeon in front of him. She has to sit there, doing nothing but enjoying the situation since she can't really do much else. He eventually gets too excited and releases the holy milk inside. As he leaves her there, taking pictures and laughing about how much fun this is and how much excitement these hypnotic devices have brought him, he thinks to himself about how he's going to make the other blonde sister suffer the same fate and get payback for everything she has ever done to him. He knows that this sister in front of him will most likely help him out if he experiments enough. Will our lucky guy be able to fully dominate both sisters, or will it end in failure and ruin his life?